They have no idea. They don't know what fascism is. If these people knew what a fascist was, they wouldn't be able to look at themselves in the mirror in the morning. Dallas Brody, quote, "Good riddance. The radical left finally sent someone with good aim." University of Victoria professor Amelia Bose, who studies the intersections of gender, power, and art, is celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder. She should be fired immediately. Support and glorification and encouragement of political violence, not okay. University of Victoria. So again, when I say this is a Canadian, right? And I'm going to show you a bunch of Canadians now. Right? They are exactly the same as the drones in the hive mind in the United States, the UK, anywhere. They're all exactly the same person. But one place we can start, University of Victoria, who studies the intersections of gender, power, and art. Okay, what the Western civilization doesn't need that. That is just a total waste of money and human potential. In fact, this intersections of things and critical this and that are just poison to the West. So those just need to be just cut out of education, just removed. Certainly no taxpayer funds. Look, if there's no taxpayer funds, if any university has any of these garbage studies, they won't last long anyway. That's a good place to start. Just stop feeding the monster. Here, Cian Bexty, Premier Daniel Smith, time to revoke all funding until University of Alberta solves this. So what's going on here? From Jamie Sarkanak, this person who teaches a mandatory criminal law class at the University of Alberta is implying that Kirk was a Nazi. These people don't know what a Nazi is. It's just the label. They don't care. They could not care less. Just about winning. This is the Be Gay Do Crime trans prof who writes about epistemic violence and hopes for revolution. I'm telling you, they are all revolutionary communists every time. You do not, in fact, ever have to hand it to Nazis. I utterly do not care for any virtues that someone may perceive in them. So this is their logic circle, right? Let's see. Nazis, worst people who ever lived. They don't like you, so you're a Nazi. So therefore, it's okay to do anything. This is their rationale, right? So you just stick Nazi on anybody. And hey, it's fine. They're open season now. I agree with Cian Bexty here. Time to revoke all funding until U Alberta solves this. So this person teaches mandatory criminal law classes. I'm sorry. This person supports political terrorism. No, fired. You don't have a right to work there. And of course, that's from a Blue Sky account too, right? That's what has to happen. Like, we got to take this seriously. Clyde Do Something posted this. This image was given to me by a parent in BC, Canada. Their child in grade 9 was subjected to this lesson from their public school teacher. The taxpayer should not be paying for this indoctrination of the youth to become political assassins like we saw yesterday in Utah. Look at this. Hitler and then Donald Trump. Grade 9. Fired. Root and branch. They all need to go. And I'm not talking violence. I'm saying they're not allowed to teach anybody anymore. Maybe they could be private tutors. I won't stop them from doing that. Here we go. U of T professor Ruth Marshall reacting to Charlie Kirk's assassination. This is from Cosmin Dzurza. Campuses are breeding grounds for sadistic freaks who have violent fantasies about harming opponents. Ironically, it's where Charlie worked best, bravely staring this evil in its ugly face. Shooting is honestly too good for so many of you fascists. Yeah. This person cannot be allowed to keep teaching young people. This person cannot be allowed to work at the University of Toronto, maybe as a janitor. I'm afraid this is learn to code time for a lot of people, for a lot of ideological psychopaths. It has to be the case. Now, in Canada, it's not going to happen, at least until we get, a new government in, a conservative government in, and then maybe we got a shot at it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.